Hey guys, how are you? I hope my beautiful, bubbly, masculine brothers and sisters are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. I have a little sinus congestion in my nose, pretty bad, but I'm still doing good. Um, Today on my Facebook fan page, I said that I had a intense subject to talk about, and actually, I have a few intense subjects to talk about. Maybe just one, I don't know. But I also have one good subject to talk about. So, the first good subject that I want to talk about is I checked my Amazon order this afternoon, and it turns out that my shipment is going to come in tomorrow. At least that's what it says. So, I ordered three things a few days ago, and it said all three items was coming in by tomorrow, so I hope that's true. And if it does, I'm going to do an Amazon haul for you tomorrow. And I'm super excited about it. Okay, so the next subject that I want to talk about is you guys seen the uh, Miranda the Coyote Whisperer video? Well, that night, my mom and dog and cat, Lola and Harry, confronted a coyote that night. My mom got Lola in the house. Harry was stubborn. He didn't want to come in the house whatsoever. So my mom grabs a free weight dumbbell and she looks at the coyote like, "Come on, if you come over here, I'm gonna whack you on the head." So she finally got Harry in the house, and that was it to that story. Well, today my mom found a picture on the internet of one of our neighbors posted a picture of a coyote. So basically, my neighbors caught a coyote. They thought it was a dog that was part coyote, but it turns out to be a full-blooded coyote because the the coyote that my mom confronted looked exactly like this. Show me pictures of coyotes. It looked exactly like this. And so my mom, she showed me the picture, and this is how I found out that it was a coyote because I looked it up just like I did just now. So anyway, we hope the animal control puts it back in the wild where it belongs. Because I believe that every animal deserves to have a chance to live. I do. I love all animals. I think they deserve to have a chance to live life. That being said, there was a video about a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo who got put down because a couple's child fell in the gorilla domain. I don't know what to call it, so I'll just call it a domain. So it was at Cincinnati, yeah, I think is what it said. But anyway, it was all over Facebook, and it has been all over Facebook for a while. I think it's still all over Facebook. I think people have finally calmed down about it, but it's still there. It's all over Facebook and it's all over YouTube and it's everywhere. And every time I hear about it, I want to vomit because it just breaks my heart. I don't like it. It really does break my heart because I don't believe that, I don't believe that should have been done. That should have been handled more properly than it was handled. Like I said, every animal deserves a chance to live. And I'm not saying I like animals more than humans because I have equal love for both animals and humans. I think you should keep your children safe and alive more than anything. But if you can keep your child alive and safe and the animal alive and safe, then all should be well. But anyway, here's what I believe what the couple had done. I bet the couple set their baby on the edge of the banister where they were looking over to see the gorilla and they set their baby on the banister. Now this is what I think happened. I didn't see what happened. I wasn't there. I just heard stories. But it landed in the gorilla's domain. And the mother and father freaked out about it. But they were blaming the gorilla. They were angry at the gorilla. But from the way I understand it, and like I said, I don't know, I wasn't there, but this is how I see it. If you're not paying attention to your own child, you know, if you're not having responsibility for your own child 24/7, and something happens to it, it is not the place that you go to's fault. It's not the zoo's fault, it's your fault. It's the parents' fault for allowing that child, even though it was accidentally, it's still the parents' fault for not keeping an eye on their child. So, what I believe is, I'm not saying animals can think, but they have a sense, and their sense might have given them the thought of, okay, this is a baby, so it needs to be protected because it's in danger. So to me, I believe that's what the gorilla thought per se. Not really thought, because they don't have a brain like us. They can't really think a thought. So that's not what I mean. I just mean they can sense something. It's like they know when something is a baby and when something is full adult. Just like when my cousin brought Asher over, when Asher was a puppy, my cousin Laura, she introduced Asher and Harry to each other, and Harry could sense that Asher was still a puppy at the time. So therefore, Harry didn't attack him. So to me, this is what the gorilla had in its mind. It was possibly deciding that this thing that's in my domain, because it doesn't know that the baby was human. Like I said, it's got a brain. The gorilla's got a brain of a freaking peanut. It don't know. All it knows is something small is in my territory. I gotta protect it. So the gorilla dragged the baby to its territory. And I believe, I do and I don't believe that tranquilizing the gorilla was an okay thing to do. I don't think shooting it like they did was an okay thing to do, because I watched I watched a video of Jack Hanna, and I think he's a good man. I have nothing bad to say about him. I think he's pretty cool. But I seen a video of him one day, and he talked about how it was dangerous to shoot a gorilla with a tranquilizing gun, because he said, he described it like this: if you shoot an animal with a tranquilizing gun, when the dart hits the animal, that animal is going to get extremely angry before it gets knocked out. So he said that's why they chose not to tranquilize the gorilla, so they shot it instead. And I don't know what they shot it with, and I really don't want to know what they shot it with, but I don't believe that was right. Because, like I said, I believe both situations could have been safe and alive. They could have slowly, they could have slowly gotten the child away from the gorilla somehow. That's just my belief. Whether you want to believe it or not, you guys can have your own opinions. I could care less if you think I'm wrong or not. But I believe the zoo owners could have slowly gotten the child away from the gorilla, and the gorilla and the child would have been safe and alive. But at the same time, I understand why they shot it and killed it. I'm not saying that's right because that was wrong to do that to the gorilla. It was also wrong for the parents to demand for the gorilla to be put down. Both situations are wrong, and two wrongs don't make a right. The parents were stupid for not keeping an eye on their child. You can bash me about that if you want to. You can tell me how wrong I am for saying all this stuff. I could care less what you guys think. You can have your own opinion. Everybody's free to have their own opinion. That doesn't really bother me. Say what you want to. You can agree with me. If you agree with me, that's good. Then we're on the right track. If you don't agree with me and you get mad at me for what I'm saying, take your anger somewhere else. Because I don't care what you say. I believe two situations were both wrong because two wrongs don't make a right. They could have both been safe and alive if it was handled correctly, in a more correct manner. That's just how I feel about it. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace. God bless.